So we are taking advantage of Memorial Day to do yet another triangle in the Ingress game. I feel like we've done this 3 days in a row now. Because we have, right? Right? Friday, Saturday?
No, we didn't do it yesterday.
Oh, we did.
We did? Oh, okay.
We went to Noonan yesterday.
That's right.
Either way, 3 days in a row. Good use of time. It's been a lot of great miles on Jessup to see if she's got issues or not. So it's positives everywhere you look. And I have the sunroof open, even though he has his phone out, because he can't see with the glare on the phone. He can't see the thing. So
it's a really nice car.
It's a really nice car. So that is what we're doing on this Monday. And as we pause and have to wait, because when you hack a portal, you have to wait a couple of minutes before you can hack it again, and we have to get like a certain number of stuff, and you don't always get the same stuff every time you hack. So in the downtime, we're looking up things about the car and how to change like the lock system or the parking things. And now I'm going to look up the lane detection, lane keeping system thingamajiggy, because I just tried it on a road and it didn't tell me that I was departing from my lane. So I don't know if you have to have like that screen up and on for it to work or what. So that is what I'm going to figure out right now. Anything else? No. Okay. I am tackling the treadmill today. It's like an IKEA treadmill. Oh, the parts. And there she is. Yay! Remarkably simple. I'm really surprised by how fast that went up. I did that in less than 20 minutes. So, hooray! Just pulled out of the Starbucks, so I'm at a red light, but I wanted to show you how nifty this is. There's a little pocket right there that's holding my hand sanitizer, but it's perfect for my muffin! Ah! So, yesterday was the first day of the work week, Tuesday, and I went into the office because that's what I do on the first day of the work week. And I was having a hard time getting through resumes. Like I was having a hard time concentrating and getting motivated. It was just So in consequence of that, I didn't get my schedule set for the rest of the week like I typically do. And then I got a meeting request for this morning, and I was like, all right, I'll just come back into the office Wednesday morning, totally fine, and I'll finish the resumes and get my schedule set after that. So I went back through all of my emails and scheduled all the referrals I had in my inbox for this afternoon, Wednesday, and evening and whatever, because I'm on California hours again. And then looked back over my calendar one more time to make sure I understood what was happening on Wednesday, and realized that my meeting was a phone call and not an actual in-office meeting. So, yeah. Not a bad thing. I mean, I did get to drive Jessup into the office, which is fantastic. Like, the newness is going to stay for a while, I think. It's so sparkly in here. I love it so much. And, you know, I get to see the people that I really like, so that was good. And I think it was better that I was in the office for the meeting, because I was able to have, like, the PC laptop with the dual screens and the MacBook. So it was a lot easier to have all the information up than it would have been from home. So that worked out. So I am on the way home now. You might have noticed a giant box in the back. That's a TV. I've wanted a larger TV for a long time. So the TV that I have, I bought when I was in between housing. And I was crashing at a friend's house while trying to figure out where I was going to live. That was right before I bought my townhouse where I live now. And I knew I was going to need a TV, but I didn't have a whole lot of space for a TV, and my friend's house didn't have one, and I really I felt like my soul needed it. So I got what I got, which is like a 40, it's like a smaller, it's like 37, I think, 36 or 37 inches, which is a fine size television. It is a very nice television. It is behaved, you know, for the most part, really well. It is a little finicky with the buttons. Like you have to be completely parallel to the sensor with the remote to get it to do anything, but minor quibble. So today the store had a giant television sale, and this is one that I have been watching for a little while. Like, well, last year's model I had been watching for a little while, like watching the reviews come in and thinking, yeah, that's probably the TV I would like. So yeah, so giant TV. I've spent a lot of money in the last, 72 hours between the car, and it's been longer than 72 hours, but you know what I mean. I spent a lot of money in the last few days between the TV and the car and stuff for the car and whatever else. So I gotta pull back a little bit. I don't I don't want to get in the habit of just throwing thousands of dollars everywhere. Not that the TV was $1,000. It was not even close to $1,000, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So that is where we are, and that is what's happening. My hair, I had a fight with the garden hose yesterday, and water everywhere in my hair. So now my hair is really frizzy and obnoxious, and I just didn't have time to take care of it between then and now. So I'll throw it up in a ponytail later. Yeah. First purchase has been made for the golf cart 4th of July extravaganza bits and hoo-ha. Got some bunting to go around the top of the golf cart roof. Love these. This is so old school. Vintage and whatnot. Also red, white, and blue glow sticks, because how could you not? So I have a lot of flowers on the deck, the side deck and the back deck. Now the back deck is right over a hose, like a spigot. So I just ran a hose up. I'll show you really quickly. So I just ran a hose up from underneath the deck and just do it up here so I can get all of these guys easily. Now, over on the side deck, that is not the case. I have a lot of flowers and things that really need to be watered more than probably the stuff on the back deck, because this is the deck that gets all the sun. So I have gone and ordered a rain barrel that I intend to fill up with water from the hose in the front. So there's a hose in the front of the house, which is over here, that I can run with a 100-foot hose attached to it to fill up a rain barrel over here. Eventually, I will figure out how to hook a gutter up to it and make it a true rain barrel. But for now, that's all I can do. So that's the thing that's happening. And that'll be here tomorrow. It's got a fountain in top of it to keep the water from being stagnant, so like mosquitoes don't lay eggs in it and things. So that'll be nice. I'm looking, oh my goodness. I had quinoa for dinner, and it has made me all kinds of burbled. I think my body doesn't like healthy things. Remus is guarding the laundry. So I am sitting here stalling because I don't want to go into the Walmart. I just don't. I don't like the Walmart. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like the way it's so enormous. You have to walk like 80 miles to get anywhere you want to go. I don't like the uncomfortable feeling I get when I'm in there. And I can't peg it. I can't pinpoint it. I couldn't tell you what it is about the Walmarts that makes me uncomfortable. I mean, it could be the people, it could be the employees, it could be the feeling of the store, it could be the mass consumerism and the throwaway culture that stores like Walmart, not just Walmart, but stores like Walmart perpetuate. Like, it could be that I'm just a snob. I mean, it really could. So there it is. So yeah, still stalling, and I'm just gonna watch this murder of crows land on the security cameras over there on
on the corner of the Walmarts and go in at the last possible minute, which is just gonna make this more stressful because then I won't have as much time as I would have had if I had just gone in, gotten my thing, and got back in the car. Wish me luck. Also, I really love the sunroof.
So my Walmart adventure yielded 2 of these. These are 4K, Full HD, Ultra HD, USB, HDMI, blah, 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 cable, not USB. What am I trying to say? HDMI cables, right? Had to get these because this sucker is a 4K television and the USB, I keep saying USB, and the HDMI cables were too slow for it. So it doesn't recognize that the Apple TV and the Blu-ray player are connected to it because those cables are too weak. So I have only opened one. I'm gonna try this one and make sure that they work and go from there. We're in. Hooray! YouTube is gonna look really pretty. Remus is pleased with the twist tie. Well, he was pleased with the twist tie. YouTube will never be the same again. Oh, I'm so happy. Mail came. Holy cow, that's a big box. That is my rain barrel for the side deck. This is a kitnet box for Squee. This is probably treats for Remus. This is also treats for Remus. I take it back. This bow sparkly box was a thank you cookie tin from the place I bought my car. Oh, okay. There are the treats for Remus. And I forgot, I also included a camera strap for the camera and then paper to go in my ARC notebook over here that I use for work. So I'm in the car wash for the first time in Jessup, and I forgot that the automatic windshield wipers were on. They sense water on the windshield and they automatically go depending on how fast. So I was a little panicked, but I figured it out. I am on the way to fill up Jessup because we did a lot of riding around yesterday, and she's low on gas again. So, and I have to say she's getting between 350 and 400 miles to the tank, which is not that bad. I'm pretty impressed. She doesn't like to idle. That's the thing I have discovered, that the idling is what really up the gas. So that's something to remember. She's got an engine off feature for when you idle. It shuts the motor off and it runs on a battery, but that also means that the air blows, but it doesn't blow cooled or heated or whatever. So I end up having to turn, if I'm idling for more, you know, like in the drive-through lane, or you know, waiting for Parrish's game to do whatever he's got to do on the game, I have to turn that feature off so I can stay not sweaty. which is fine. It's, you know, it's part of it. It's part of getting a, you know, a crossover car from a hybrid. I'm gonna spend more on gas, and I was expecting that. So, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. She gets much better mileage than I was anticipating. So, win-win, I guess, or win-ish, sort of, whatever. So going to get gas, and then today I have an HOA meeting for my neighborhood. and our community police officer's coming, and apparently he's bringing the police chief as well, which I'm really excited about because I haven't met her yet, and she has started like some really cool stuff in the city since she showed up not quite a year ago, I don't think, but really excited about her and all of that. And then after that, I'm gonna go have dinner at Mom's house. I believe there's going to be a grill involved, so that'll be good. So and in between all that, I intend to be in my pajamas on the sofa because I'm tired. I am worn out, and I say that a lot, but man, I am tired. I've got the treadmill hooked up, and my big new routine thing starts on Wednesday of this week because that's the first semi-normal day I'm gonna have this week. So I wanna start it on a normal day so I can get into it quickly. So when I have a weird day, it'll be easier to keep up that normal routine around all the weirdness. Because I know me, and if I have any reason to break a routine, I will do it. But once I get into that routine, it becomes so entrenched in my life, it's really hard for me to break it. So there we go. That didn't make any sense. That was like a completely contradictory two statements, but there it is. There it is. Okay, so getting gas, going home, getting a shower, HOA meeting, and then dinner with the Rents. And after that, hopefully, Johnny's and Sofa and Kitty. So that was my week. Encourage each other with sweetness and light, and I'll see you next Sunday.